Hey, good morning. Happy Monday. It's sun shining a little bit, but from what the forecast says, it's only going to be for today, and the rest of the week is going to be rain and lightning. So that should be the weather for the week. As for my trip on Friday, I woke up and my knee was pretty swollen. I wasn't able to bend it comfortably, and in fact, actually, this morning was the first time that I could walk at a comfortable pace of 3 miles an hour. And so, it's one of those things that I get 2 really bad days, and then it gradually gets better, and then I won't have to deal with this until later in the year. I mean, I'll probably have to deal with it in the fall. So, it's a price to pay. It's been consistent this way for the last 3 years, and so I get these little flare-ups, and it causes me to be unable to really do much. And so I just have to mentally tap into the fact that it's going to happen. I don't have any control over it necessarily. And I'd say necessarily because I do push myself a lot, and it's a daily thing. I try to walk and run and, hike as often as possible, but there's just times when I guess my body says, hey, it pushes back a little bit. So this was one of those times, and the thing is it humbles me. I get to the point where I'm working out hard every single day. I got down to my lowest weight in a long time, just like last weekend, and it's just, I know it's gonna be a little higher today because I wasn't able to do much this weekend. And so it's just the body pushes back. So you have to kind of work with it and make progress where you can. And the times when it happens, it humbles me because it brings me back down to earth and says, look, man, it's you need to, when your head gets too big, it humbles you, and it makes you realize that you should be fortunate. And right now I feel great because of the fact that I couldn't do it this weekend. I couldn't even walk comfortably, this weekend, and now I was able to walk about 4 miles on the treadmill this morning, and I'm almost done with my book. It works out, and so it's just, I know that these things will happen. It's it just takes a while to a couple days to heal up, and then I'm fine. So I do have I got some new running shoes for the year. I got a new pair of Hoka's. I forgot how to say the name, but they're Ahahi, and I'm going to use those. I'm going to break those in probably in the Eugene half marathon. Maybe run with them once or twice. And then I got a pair of 3.0 Ultras, which are trail runners, and I'm only going to be using those for when the weather starts picking up a little bit, probably in June, and start doing, I can get 3 months of trail running in, comfortable trail running in like Mount Rainier and stuff like that. But I may run around here in some of these. They have some at DeCourcy Park and Puyallup and 5 Mile Loop out in Tacoma. My buddy runs those in the mornings on the weekend, so I might join him on one of those. But these things are, the Ultras are, from what I understand, are the ones that trail runners prefer highly. And the difference is the tread is extremely, very gripping, and it has a little tail on the back end of the lower portion. I don't know shoes very well, but the sole of the bottom goes a little bit beyond what the back of the shoe is, so it kind of has sort of like a tail, sort of like what a snowshoe would have if you have those the tails on those. And it has it feels very good. It feels very fitting to the foot, and it also has this, how most shoes have those sort of pointy tips in the front. The Ultras actually have a wide toe base in the front, so the front of the shoe is actually wider. Wow, I am super white. It's a broad toe area, so it's more fitting for toes. So I want to break those in soon and see how those go, because I've read a lot of good things about them. I've had a chance to get last year's model for $70. So I'm gonna see about breaking those in soon. As for this week, at orientation today, newbies coming on, getting them I don't know how you say orientation, getting them oriented and all signed up for various packages and things like that through their new employer, and getting the process down, because I believe it's the next time it happens I will be doing it by myself. So I'm just gonna have to, get it down, understand it, and memorize it. So yeah, that should be next week. And then other than that though, just brother moved into his new place this weekend. We were gonna see it yesterday, but my daughter was not feeling well yesterday, so we kind of slept, let her sleep a lot during the middle of the day. And this weekend, hopefully there's yard work we got to get done, and house cleaning, and spring cleaning, all that for the summertime. So I'm looking forward to the warmer weather for sure. It's foggy, as you can see, out here in the foothills of Washington. But you have yourself a great Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.